ERIKATESLA here. Welcome to my channel. If you are returning, it's so good to have you back. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you for deciding to click on this video. Today, I am really excited to chat with you guys about the brand new Viseart Paris Siereneuse Etendu palette. And here is this beautiful brand new winter palette from Viseart. As you can see, this is a very cool tone palette. And this one in particular has a couple of duochromes. I did receive this in PR from the brand, so thank you so much to my friends at Viseart for sharing this with me. And today's look is with this particular palette. So I just wanted to give you guys a very quick overview of the palette, chat with you, give you a demo of the look, and show you some swatches. So I'm going to move my camera over to the side so that I can pop up for you the swatches of the palette. And what makes this palette, I think, really special is that, you do have these cool tone shades, but there's a little bit of visual interest to it as well. You have a few duochromes in here. In fact, I think 3 or 4 of the shades are considered duochromes. Now, the names in the palette aren't in the actual container itself, or the actual palette itself, I should say. You will, if you keep the box, okay, the names are on the back of the box of the palette. And so that's maybe one thing that you have to kind of keep in mind with these palettes. I always have to refer either to the packaging if I keep it, but Viseart does a really great job as well of doing shade descriptions, and they're very detailed and very, very rich. So you have 12 shades here. You have the shade Sylph, Serenade, Murmure, Melusine, Ethos, Luminary, Triton, Oceanic, which is like this gorgeous deep, almost like, it does look like bluish in the pan. It has these beautiful flecks in it. We have the shade Glinting, Serenian, and Abyss, and the shade Brine, which I have Brine. Actually, most of my look today is these bottom 4 shades on the palette. And so with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and throw up the demo of the look that I did with this palette, what you see today. And I have to say, per usual, the Viseart shadows are a dream to work with. They're very blendable, very easy to use. Now this palette, it kind of does remind me a little bit of some of the other palettes in the brand. Sometimes I hear people say, oh, this is like, they have these shades, this is simple. One of the things that I will say about Viseart is when they do these newer palettes that come out and it reminds you of something that you've seen before, there's a lot of nuance in the shade. There are changes. And if you are somebody that, really appreciates just the artistry of the brand itself, you can appreciate, like, there's just little tweaks here and there that they make to the shades that do make each palette unique. And I will say, on top of that, I love the Viseart formula. Yes, these are duochromes, but they have a very different texture than maybe some of the other indie brands that you would find. These definitely are very much in line with like the pro looks. I have used indie shadows and tried to incorporate them into certain looks, and they can look really, really good. But the way that Viseart's formula is milled, like these shadows are milled, there's another level of refinement, if I can say that. Not to say that the other shadows that I've experienced can't be refined. I don't want to be misunderstood, but these are very sophisticated in the sense that if you were looking for a duochrome but still wanted to achieve something minimalist, you could do that without going over the top or doing anything too extra. So I definitely appreciate how you can be more subtle with your Viseart shades than maybe some of the indie brands that go like more full force. It really, at the end of the day, depends on what your preferences happen to be. So that was the demo, guys. And I just want to say, if you're thinking about picking up this palette, this is going to probably show up in a sale at some point. Viseart is really good at keeping their prices, I feel, pretty reasonable compared to a lot of what's out on the market. I think if you were looking at the Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette, this is another really good option. And this one's actually only $44 compared to, I think, the $68 or $69 that the Mario palette would cost. And I mean, I think it's kind of funny when people are like, oh, this looks really similar to something they have, and we see other brands putting out like very similar palettes on a consistent basis. I think for the price point, the quality, and just the overall experience, Viseart is a little bit underrated. But I would say for the price, the quality, and the experience, this is a really beautiful palette, especially if you're looking for something cool tone. Like I said, I would maybe wait for a brand sale. They tend to have like really good sales. Black Friday is coming up. I do have a code with Viseart. I'm not sure if it'll work on this, but if there's anything else on the site that you're interested in, I have a code, Erika10. I'll also put my code in the description box below for you guys if you're interested in perusing the site and seeing what they have. But I have to say, I really appreciate Viseart for sharing this palette with me. They are a great brand. And yes, I received this in PR, but I have purchased quite a few of their palettes on my own happily that I use to this day. And I have a few Viseart videos that I need to organize and put into a playlist for you guys so you can see some of my other Viseart content, because they really are a really lovely brand. And I think for them to be like a pro artistry brand, they do make their products fairly accessible. I'm not sure how pricing is going to look next year, so I just would say if you have an interest in this and it happens to go on sale during the holiday season, this definitely would be worth picking up. Like this shade here, this is glinting. Like, let's take a look at this. I already swatched it for you, but like, look at that. That is so pretty, right? So this palette, to me, honestly, this is a better value than the Patrick Ta duos that you guys that we're all going crazy for. And not to diss Patrick Ta at all, but the quality is here. The effect is here. You're not going to get maybe that same like sparkle, but like, look at this. You have like this really pretty shimmer and sparkle on here that for $44, you're getting 12 shades. You have some mattes in here to help you ground the look. You have some interesting duochromes, and you will get a very chic, sophisticated look. And I think it's a great price point and excellent quality. So I want to say thank you again to my friends at Viseart for sharing this with me. I want to know what you guys think about this one down in the comments below. If you want to see me do some more looks with this, I'll probably do a few more short form content looks, so keep an eye out for like shorts and things like that. I will try to get some more looks up for you guys so you can get inspired. So if this is on your list, definitely keep an eye out. So yeah, guys, this was just a super quick, hey, check in, want to show you something fun and new from a brand I enjoy video. So I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know, is this something that's on your radar? Do you have ideas of other palettes that you're interested in this season? I personally feel like this is Capricorn approved. It's very much like a beautiful winter palette. It evokes feelings of winter seas, winter sky, that kind of thing. And it's still got a little bit more visual interest than just a straight up black or brown palette. Like it's neutrals with, I think, some interest to it in terms of finishes and tones. As always, guys, I so appreciate you watching my videos. So please make sure to like this video if you enjoy content like this. And again, leave a comment, and please consider subscribing to my channel if you haven't already. As always, I sincerely appreciate you taking time out of your day to hang out with me, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.